We have a game into Azalea, who is aggressive enough that I'm going to drop a healing potion. I tend to run 2 into the more aggressive matchup because it feels about right. I think everything else is pretty much fine. Okay, here we go. That's actually a nice start. Check. So we have 1 arcane barrier, so a surgenting does filter my hand but doesn't necessarily help me. I've got plenty of blocking to be doing anyway, so I think I'm good here. So we are just going to throw that healing potion onto the table, and we'll throw a root bound into our arsenal ready for the dominate that is presumably coming. In this matchup, felling gets very good as well because it does a lot with a simple description. I mean, it's almost a temptation to put that into arsenal, but it's safe enough in hand, I think, on the first turn because I'm going to be blocking with both of these root bounds almost certainly. Oh, definitely with this hand. So it's try and block with both of these, and then I mean, honestly, an arsenal of felling because I can't build up enough graveyard fast enough, but it's actually quite a poor first turn ready because, as I said, I can't generate anything. Okay, they've had a terrible turn, so I've got away with this entirely. This does leave me in a weird place though, because I don't have anything much to do. Right, I mean, we can play the sigil. And we can use the Surgeon for 1. This feels very strange. And then we can either play the felling for some damage or gain 2 off the fruits. I think I'm going to choose to gain off the fruits. So I've at least used some cards up here, but like their turn was weak, my turn was weak. It's an odd start to a game. This is a terrible start. Wow. At least I can block a lot, hopefully. I'm hoping they're not going into full dominate. Because we only have 1 card in bin and we're just desperately trying to get some stuff down there at the moment. I really want to block with this root bound so I can put the felling away. I am happy to full block most of this hand. If they come in for 12, I will probably block for 12, for example, like just to get rid of stuff. Because this is a shocking hand. So there's the dominate. So, is there any good way of blocking any of this? No, not really, and just everything I don't want to see, if I'm being honest. Just trying to work out what we block with. We'll block with the tray. Pretty irrelevant what happens here because they've got this dead eye as well. Dead eye inertia is pretty good on their part. I don't feel comfortable here at all, but it is what it is. That's what's going to be a pain for me because I can't even bank the rest of my crap turn. If they're sensible, take this ether. Because I can't, it's the only thing I can play. That was a terrible choice. Oh, did they get 2? Oh no, because they can take non-actions. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. So this is whatever. I'm skipping a turn anyway. I'd have blocked differently if I'd realised that. So I did bad. They did bad. This is a pain. Yeah, I just lose 6 life and skip a turn. But I do have stuff in bin now. The annoying thing is that I've seen 3 of my root bound that I've not got a decompose off yet, which means racing them's going to be a nightmare. Because, I'm going to start doing plough for 2 at some point, and that's going to be just dreadful. I suspect I will lose this, but I don't know. It's hard to tell up front. The general pessimism of kind of knowing what my lines are and that this is awkward. Okay, so back to not very good turns from them. I'm happy to block that out with this stuff. So I get to do something at least. A lot of waiting at the moment. I wonder what they're looking at. Hit refresh just in case. There we go. It's just lagging. It's me that they're waiting for. Come in with a surgeon. I can probably get a good 5 damage chip in finally, which is good because it will. Yes. There we go, they're tunicking. That makes sense. Just need to start getting some damage in before their big turns. And this is another 5-card hand, so it's going to be big. I mean, so I'm playing this game with no decompose. This is what we're learning. These have got to be the most cursed set of hands I've ever seen. Like 3 completely unplayable ones, pretty much. You know, I could keep 2 of these and I could plough for 2. I guess. If they come in with dominate, I don't have a choice, I suppose. So then it will be block with a plough and use the other. But, and the premeditate, that's the one we don't want to see. Lovely. Yeah, so we'll block with that. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get to this, so I'm going to start using this up. Yeah, so I get to respond with 2 damage. Oh, this is awful. You know, to take a 15 damage swing, respond with 2, I at least get to take their arsenal away. So there is that. You know, denies them a card, but should be 2 brute pounds, and there's a lot of earth in there, so I'm happy to take triple earth on this. All makes sense. Okay, so we actually have a decent hand this turn. That's nice. I can block for potentially 6, and then I can felling, and that'll be good. May have jumped the gun on the back skin, to be honest. I maybe should have saved it a bit longer, because I was thinking I wouldn't get up this fast, and then I've drawn against the odds quite heavily. So same stuff again? Yeah, same stuff again. We will block with that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, felling, let's go do some work. Just throw that in now while I remember. It means I don't have to do any more pathing afterwards in the turn. Another hand that I can't do much with. Hope that the sync will fix this. Okay. Okay, yeah, they are doing something. I was confused there. I thought there would be something more. The question is, what do I sink? I'm going to sink that. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That gives me something to do. Okay, so they chose blue. I wish I just said blue. That'd be a lot easier. They used their tunic counter as well, so this is actually not a bad little play here. I'm very behind, and that gets me very nervous, but, you know, what do you do? I've had some very, very bad turns into an Azalea. And they had a couple as well, but mine might have been superior in their worseness. Okay, back to felling. So we can block an amount, we can fell them out. Okay, so I don't have to keep anything, that's fine. Yeah, I'm losing this game. Those dead eyes are going to kill me. Absolutely. Don't think I can do any because it's so much dominate. I can block 4, 5. No, it's annoying. If I'd saved this, I'd have got more play here. Is what it is. So we can only block with one thing. We will block with the Mind Warp, and then big problem is they just take the. They just take my whole hand. Like Jesus. I don't think it matters what I do. Like this is God hand for them. This is not a nice Verdance matchup. Azalea is one of our worst matches, in my opinion, to be honest. Oh shit, did I just... sorry there. Managed to press space when I went to click this sync. That's what we wanted to do. This is all much of a muchness, really. I'm going to sync that just for the sake of it. I don't think I gain or lose any play lines here because they're going to take 2 cards off me. You know, I can't play a 1-card hand. And they've got that, basically. I just don't get a turn. This is the problem, you know. 10 skip your turn is pretty good with Dominate. I'm not a deck that can do anything about it, and I'm a deck that requires to keep like pairs of cards. This is a good segue into the assassin meta we're about to enter. I think every assassin can do this, like nearly every turn, because they have, I think it's 25 on-hit effects that take a card out of your hand or arsenal now, which means you cannot do anything. So I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. I banish this and I get it back. No, it didn't matter. Actually, I did this the wrong way around. But whatever. It's going to make very little functional difference. I'll just do one rather than two. But yeah, unless I just rip combo and they don't take my hand off me, I don't know how that I survive the rest of this game. This will be a game of me peeling something for the win, not a game of me doing anything. That looks fine. Okay, we've got root bound. That's good. Can play the root bound. We can maybe set something up with this and get somewhere. Not keeping the rampant there. That's clear. Alright, abilities on. That actually opens up some play lines into this. So I don't get to keep anything, so it is just what can I do? And the answer is basically we're doing the pulse. Not the pulse, sorry. We're doing the heartbeat. Just turn that off so they ought to go off, because it stops me clicking 3 times. Okay, so we take a card out of their hand. That's positive to some degree. Okay, so they're not going to do that much to me, I think, with a 3-card hand. We'll see. You know, I'll be eating those words. Oh my god, could I have blues in my hand? That would be super. Just zigzagging back and forward between hands that don't feel particularly playable. Okay then. Okay then. I mean, at least we're cycling through them. Oh, imagine if you'd chosen red. I mean, the fact that the red in the ledger's there means that we are in quite a lot of danger anyway. This has evened up more than I think it should have. Cool. I mean, I expect I'm just eating a big red in the ledger, and that's going to kind of cement the game, but we'll see. It doesn't have dominate. That's actually quite important to me because it means I can do something. Yeah, so it's gone. That's good. The Stone Rain is less good. Is this not got dominate though? I can't tell. There's yeah, it must just not showing in Arsenal. So I mean, I'm stuffed is the answer to that. So I'm going to banish one card, which is what it is. If I kept that flare, just give me 1 second. If I kept the flare, I'd lose one thing. So I basically have a 3-card hand of being able to play a flare, being able to fetch a rampant, and being able to. Yeah, I've got nothing. This is the problem. I've got nothing. We'll block as best as we can. Them getting 5-card hand while I get 3 is rough, to be honest. We're definitely cracking this healing potion now. Because combo is not coming. We'll throw with that. Yeah, so that's my ideal way around basically, because they've used a red for the arcane barrier in case there was a damage card coming. I don't get any benefit from the Surgeon this turn because I was always going to play the Heartbeat. So you know, it's good when you get them to take the bait in that regard. But this swings it around a little bit. I don't think it's going to matter, but you know, if I draw a red hot hand, it might. I mean, actually, that's pretty good. It's not going to kill him though. It'll do a lot if I get around to my turn, but I don't think it's going to. I can double rampant. I can do 5. I can do 13, I think, but it's not enough. Oh no, 7. Oh, hang on, is this enough? Given the thinking, right, so if I pick up a second rampant, because I have a second rampant, I can overlap them. That gets me 4 amp. 4 amp means that Ether Flare does 7. That 7 goes into 10. That is lethal. He has just used up everything? Yeah, okay. And this is how you get through things potentially on the skin of your teeth. Oh, never say never. just rip. Just rip and have them use up the last of their arcane barrier. I say that I think they'd still have died. I think that was exactly right. Good game. That was weird. I had a selection of the most cursed hands ever, and they had some pretty weak ones in there as well. Like, only. I mean, their turn 1 was shite. That was a problem. Their turn 3 was crap. Everything else is about on mark, I think. Because this last one doesn't count because they died in it. So they only really had 2 bad turns, but 2 bad turns is a lot of bad turns for an Azalea. And I only just got away with it. I skipped, 4 turns in that game? They were very bad. But, yeah, an interesting game, if nothing else. See you in the next one.